Alright, so in the previous video we saw how these kind of variables like these kind of variables like type name, company name, and the what we say inches, all these attributes, how they are how they are contributing towards the price, like what is kind of variation between them, what kind of variation is shown in inches and prices and type name and them and all. So let's now look more deeper and then see for text processing things. Um, as in the previous videos, I said that there is a lot of text which needs to be processed. Over here, we see that screen resolution, GPU, and memory. This needs to get processed, right? So we will be looking into the processing steps now. So yeah, so over here we'll be looking at the screen resolution value counts. Let's see what is the value count here. We find that full HD laptops 1920 into 1080 are 507, 1366 into 7868 is this, IPS full panel is this, and there are many more varieties of screen resolutions which are available. You can just use this value counts, and if you want to make it in a good way, you can store the counts into a histogram. You store this counts into a list and then plot a bar plot for getting insights, but this works fine, it's not an issue. Yeah, so now we will be creating another column named as touchscreen, whether the laptop is a touchscreen laptop or not. So how to do that? So basically, if you just observe in this, we are having a touchscreen text over here, right? Touchscreen, 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 touchscreen. So what my analogy over here is, don't go to break the entire text at once. Break it side by side. Here you see two important things. One is IPS panel and one is touchscreen, and one is full HD, ultra HD, HD. You can ignore HD because almost everything is HD. The important part is about IPS panel, that is IPS and touchscreen. This is the most important thing. So we will be making another column here, that is df of touchscreen, which is equal to df of screen resolution dot apply. So we are applying a kind of text processing here. Lambda element 1 if touchscreen in element L0. What does this mean is, this is a very short technique to write a loop kind of thing. In JavaScript, this is known as a for each loop. In Python also we have a for each loop, but if we want to make a one-liner, so we use this lambda function. So what this lambda function is saying is, element for if touchscreen in element else 0. So if you just type in df of screen resolution, you get a series of things. For example, I'll show you. If you just type in df of screen resolution, you get a series, right? You get this series. Okay, so now what we are doing is, in this series from 0 to 32, we are applying a lambda function. Lambda function will go one by one over here. So from 0, from 1, then for 2, then for 3, then for 4, then for 5. It's kind of like a loop only. Okay, so element, so lambda takes in an object which is this element, and it's saying that 1. Okay, what 1? So the control flows over here. If touchscreen is an element, so the element is what? IPS panel retina display 2560 into 1600 is our element. So it's saying that the lambda function will return 1 if touchscreen is present in this element. Is touchscreen present in this element? No, it is not. So that is why it is giving us 0. You can see, is touchscreen present at, so wherever touchscreen is present, there it will be 1. See over here, if we just see 1298 row, we will get, okay, if we just see 1298 row, if we just kind of execute this, and if we see df.tail, df dot tail, we will see oh yeah, touchscreen. We get touchscreen because there is touchscreen written here, right? So if we are having a touchscreen mentioned in our text, then we say 1, else we say 0. So that kind of column was made, and sample is just it will randomly select some column, it will randomly select some rows from your data frame and display it. And here we have a count plot, sn.count plot of touchscreen. So we will come to know how many laptops are touchscreen and how many are not. So we see that almost like 190 laptops are touchscreen, and rest all of the laptops are not touchscreen. So this is also very important. Yep. Now touchscreen in comparison to the price of the laptop. Again, as we made a new feature which is touchscreen, now we will compare how this touchscreen feature is inflating the price. So we see that most of the touchscreen laptops, the highest price is more than 80,000, and the minimum price, or kind of average price, is like 70,000. So whenever a laptop is a touchscreen, maybe you can get it in 65,000. Okay, it can vary from 65,000 to 70,000 on average, but it can go more than 80,000 on max. So that is what this plot is showing all about. And without touchscreen, as I showed you this kind of plot, where this kind of plot, this kind of plot, where the demand of this thing is very more and price has to be reasonable. That kind of thing is shown again over here. See, that kind of tick is shown again over here. So, and the price limit was also the same. Yep. So these plots are also very important. Yeah, so as mentioned earlier, that we are looking for IPS panel, which are important features, and touchscreen, which are important features. So we dealt with touchscreen. We saw how touchscreen inflates the price. Now it's time for IPS. Is IPS panel available on the laptop or not? So the same kind of function, same kind of logic we are writing, which we wrote over in the lambda function, lambda element 1, if IPS in element else 0, and then sampling. We see that wherever there is IPS panel, there it is 1, else it is 0. As simple as that. Let's see the count plot of it. We see that like 300 laptops, mostly like 350 laptops are having IPS panels, and rest all are not having. We see the variation of IPS. Okay, over here I did the same thing, right? So I have to take IPS here, right? Yeah, so if we see the inflation rate, it is the maximum price is sitting almost like 80,000, not more than that. The maximum price is hitting almost like 80,000, not more than that, and the average price is in between 70 to 75,000 over here. Okay, so we are done with touchscreen and IPS now. So we have completely passed the text of the screen resolution. Now we will move forward for separating the X resolution and Y resolution of the screen resolution. We saw some kind of numbers here, right? Like 2400 into 1600, 1920 into 1080, 3200 into 1800, 2560 into 1400. Almost like every attribute over here has numbers. So we need to extract these numbers. These numbers will be extracted in the next video.